So, hello. Today we're going to do the opposite of last video. We're going to be looking at the worst Doctor Who episodes with the 10th Doctor. And some of them are just here due to the process of elimination because there aren't that many bad episodes. And, you may find an episode on this list which you like. And, that's good that you were able to get more joy out of it than I was. Anyway, number 10, New Earth. Now, this is here by only the process of elimination. This is by no means a bad episode. I mean, I like the idea of body swapping with Lady Cassandra between the Doctor and Rose, but I just think the whole idea of zombies, zombies with every possible disease chasing them, just wasn't an especially clever or interesting villain. Well, nothing much else to say about this episode. It's quite a funny one, but not the most amazing plot. Number 9 is Rise of the Cybermen / The Age of Steel. And again, I don't dislike this episode. It's just here by elimination. I like the first half of the whole idea of an alternate universe. I find that kind of thing very interesting. But the second half just wasn't all that memorable, but still, it was a decent episode, even if the whole way they defeated the Cybermen was kind of forgettable. Number 8 is Gridlock. Now, most of the characters in this are fairly interesting and likable, but I just felt the whole idea of a never-ending traffic jam wasn't all that interesting. It was just like, yeah, they have to have a third person to go on the fast lane. It's just a traffic jam that never ends. That's basically what this episode is. Number 7, Love and Monsters. It was, even though it was quite interesting to see the perspective of the Doctor from someone else, I just felt that it was kind of disappointing that we didn't see him that much as we were expecting to. The Absorbaloff is just kind of a cruel, stupid monster. Just ate all of Elton's friends because he was hungry. And, well, the ending. Well, I think the ending speaks for itself, really. As much as I'm happy for Elton, I mean, what are the people going to think if they see him in a relationship with a face on a paving slab? Number 6 is The Next Doctor. Now, I just did not find Jackson Lake to be an interesting character at all. And just not a lot really happens in this episode. I kind of feel it's a bit of filler. And the Cyber King was just kind of stupid. I mean, a giant Cyberman rampaging through the streets of Victorian London. It's not the most clever idea ever. Number 5 is Fear Her. I mean, the idea of drawings that come alive is interesting, but I just didn't really get what happened. I mean, I got that Chloe was possessed by some alien, but then singing was able to stop it. And it just generally was just very uninteresting and forgettable. Number 4 is the Lazarus experiment. It's just one of the stupidest monsters throughout the entire show. It's just like a man who made himself younger, and then he turns into a scary monster, and the explanation they have is, oh, there's some side effects. And just the ending is just kind of stupid. They destroy the monster using organ music. What? Number 3 is Tooth and Claw. I mean, the episode is just kind of forgettable, and just not a lot really happens. It's just like a werewolf that turns out to be, oh, it's actually an alien. I mean, that's all the episode really is. And there's just Queen Victoria could have been interesting, but she just wasn't, and they killed the werewolf with too much moonlight, and that's all it kind of really was. The kind of the gimmick of the episode being that David Tennant's using his real voice. That's it. Number 2, Daleks in Manhattan / Evolution of the Daleks. Well, first of all, it's set in America, but I mean, that's not a good enough reason to dislike the episode. I just felt like the first half, just nothing happened at all. There were just no interesting characters. And just like the plot twist was, oh, the Empire State Building was built by Daleks. It was just so boring and just nothing happened. Even the second half was just forgettable. And I mean, the human Dalek was just ugly and stupid. I mean, the other ones had every right to want to destroy it. You know, who wouldn't? And there are no dishonourable mentions because, let's face it, the Tenth Doctor doesn't have that many bad episodes, and it was hard for me to think of the episodes at the better end of this list. So we're going to move on to number 1, and the number 1 worst Doctor Who episode with the 10th Doctor is 42. It is just boring, forgettable, and it's just generally unpleasant to watch. Just a lot of characters in pain, and just none of the characters are interesting. Just nothing interesting happens throughout the entire episode. It's just, oh, we need to answer some quiz questions in order to stop the ship from crashing into the sun. And that's it. Like, I think the only novelty of this episode is it's set in real time, and it's been given a number as the title. Oh, and surprise, surprise, the worst episode with the 10th Doctor was written by Chris Chibnall. That says a lot. But, I mean, it really goes to show how few bad episodes there are with the 10th Doctor. He is a great Doctor. And what's interesting, none of the episodes that were the worst episodes were in Series 4, because it was such a great series. Anyway, that's it really. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.